could try to lie and misrepresent if you want to. A key phrase that I want to get you to lock in on as we start, because we're going to be utilizing it a lot, and it's called a pattern interrupt. Now, what a pattern interrupt is, that is where you take a typical situation that a customer may have been used to. It's like, say when somebody comes into the dealership, every sales rep just wants to immediately start showing them cars, but you actually invite them in, you sit them down, you offer them a beverage or whatnot. Or, when you're going on, come back off the demonstration dive, everybody wants to sit down and start hammering numbers, but there's something else that you'd be able to do. And the reason why a pattern interrupt is so important, because it kind of discombobulates the customer, not in a negative way. They're so used to everybody doing it this way. And then when you deviate, they say, well, hold on, wait a second. What's happening here? I've never seen this before. It's different. It stands out. It's where you do little things in a big way. And we're going to cover that. So pattern interrupt is definitely one of the terms that if you're looking, and since you're here, I know you're looking to become a top tier salesperson, you want to make sure you have that in your verbal repertoire, in your arsenal. And you want to understand the concept of pattern interrupt. People use it every day, and I'm going to point out how you can start utilizing it in your everyday processes at your store, and how to help you take your numbers to the next level. So let's get into it. So we're going to get off into the road of the sale today. So we got step 1, greeting. Step 2 is qualifying. Step 3 is vehicle selection. Step 4 is vehicle presentation. Step 5 is the demonstration drive. Number 6, we got the service tour. Number 7, this is where we present the numbers. Number 8, we've got pre-delivery. Number 9, delivery. And number 10, we've got the follow-up. Now, with this first step, the greeting. The greeting, in my opinion, is one of the, if not the most important step in the entire process, because you only get one chance to make a first impression. You ever been introduced to somebody and they completely bombed, and then they had to work so hard just to regain your respect? Well, seeing as when we engage with customers, we have a very small, window, a very small margin of error to where we can possibly turn this person off and they leave and we never see them again. So when we're going up to greet somebody, it's extremely important that we start off making the best positive first impression that we can, because we only get how many times to make a first impression? 1. So let's make sure we make the best of it. And I want you to realize something. When these people show up, they're looking for a reason to disqualify you. They're looking at your clothes. They're looking at how you're groomed. Do you look like you just rolled out of bed and came to work, or do you look like you take pride in what you do? Are you somebody that looks like you can afford the product you're promoting? How trimmed up is your hair? How well done is your hair? All these little things matter, because they're looking for a reason to disqualify you. Here's why. They've heard all of the rumors and the historical things of being ripped off by salespeople, being manipulated and being lied to. Little do they know you're a good, honest person that's actually wanting to help them. As a matter of fact, folks, let's dispel this myth. Back in the day, there was a lot of charlatans, a lot of liars, and a lot of rip-off artists. But what the internet did, it leveled the playing field. Back then, they didn't know what the dealership across town or up the street was selling their stuff for. Now they do. Back then, they didn't know everything that came with a particular vehicle. Now they do. So you could try to lie and misrepresent if you want to. These people have their phone out and be validating what you're talking about like that. Matter of fact, they'll even ask you a question that they already know the answer to, just to see if you're going to try to misrepresent. So you want to make sure that you generate a positive response from them when you're initiating the greeting. So